Good grief.
Hi, guys. How's
Good morning.
today?
It's not the chick picker. It's the other picker and the other stacker.
Time to get up. Time to get it moving around.
Oh, it hadn't gone live yet. Oh, now it's live.
It says it's live on mine. And
All right.
yeah.
Nobody's here yet but us, pretty much.
I know it.
They're going to miss out. We're going to have a fantastic morning show. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Right.
Or
That's
not.
right.
Or not.
I did a funny thing yesterday because we were in the hangout with Summer, and Bumcrack was in there, and he's been coming in there pretty often, and he's telling me telling me that his cameras never worked and that it's messed up. There's no way to fix it or whatever. And so like I'm telling him, go down to the bottom where it says camera and click on that little arrow and it'll bring up a menu, and because this is on Zoom, and and we'll figure it out, and he clicks on something and it pops up his camera. I was like, "Hi, Bob Crack. I've never seen you before, but now I'm seeing you." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "Wait." He got all bashful on me. It was funny though. Hi there, Liz and Hank and Mike the Crazy Card.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys doing today? Yeah, I did end up getting a pretty good sale. I was excited. It's not that much money. It was only $45, but I sold 2 of they're like wood wall hangings, but they're like kind of like tribal, almost look like tiki type, carved wood, and I sold those for $45 yesterday, so I was happy about that. Yeah, I bought those when we went downstate to Midland. We went to the Goodwill, and so I paid for my whole thing that I did down there. What is that?
I sold the Atlas juicer.
An Atlas juicer, huh?
Yeah.
Morning, Bum Crack and Cindy.
You shove your orange slices and pineapple and whatever you want to put in it down this hole.
Yeah.
Used to have a plunger, but I didn't have one. So I tried it with a wooden spoon and it worked pretty good. And then it comes out the little spouty.
Wow.
And it has one speed. It's just on and off. But this sucker's a beast. This is like old school, made in the USA. It weighs about 18 pounds.
Woo!
The juicers
that's how you know it's good, though.
The juicers today made out of plastic. They weigh, what, 3 pounds?
Yeah, something like
this sucker,
that. Yeah.
It's just solid cast aluminum, maybe steel. I don't know. It's heavy.
Hey there, Cindy and Joanne and Patty.
But I picked that up at the auction, and Can't remember what I paid for it. $5 or less, and it sold for like 50 plus $30 shipping.
Man. Yeah, so that's what I usually do. I will usually pick stuff like that up because, man, I had this one. What do you call it? It's not a mixer. It's a food processor, and it was from Denmark, and it was like from the 70s, and I think I sold that thing for 50 or more, and I probably only paid $4 for it or something, but it weighed like 27 pounds.
Yeah.
It was like, what the hell do they have in this thing, because it weighs so much. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got that at the same auction as that big coffee maker. So I was like, they had a lot of like commercial grade serving stuff.
Yeah.
I picked up as much as I could, or as much as I thought I could pack and ship.
Yeah, Joanne says, I always part out food processors. I get more money. This food processor, I looked and there were no parts to it online. And so I figured it was just such a freaking beast, like Todd's thing there, and it was like so heavy. So I was like, I probably could have made some more money on it. But I just really wanted to get it out of the way because it weighed so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they even paid like more in shipping than they did the actual item because it was so freaking heavy.
So yeah, that's not going to be bad. It'll fit in a 12 by 12 by 12, and
yeah,
probably put layers of cardboard on the bottom, sides, and tops to keep it sturdy, because it didn't need to bounce around and bust out, because it would.
Right.
It's like shipping a bowling ball.
Right. Yeah, it'll just, whatever way you lean it, it's going to go that way. You know what would be really good is if you had some, what is that stuff? The styrofoam. If you have styrofoam from anything like a TV or something that you bought, I always save that
I've got a few pieces laying around.
Yeah, I always save that stuff because you could, wedge it into boxes and keep stuff from moving around, too much, and it works. You're always gonna, package it more, like as far as bubble wrap and stuff like that. But then you have those styrofoam pieces to wedge in the sides that just keeps everything from moving around too much. Hey there, Dahlia. Hi, Nashana. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm not doing anything today. I think I'm staying home. I got to work tonight. All the restaurants and bars are closed.
Dang.
Today's the first day of that.
I guess we're still open. I'm planning on taking Gwen out to eat tonight at a restaurant.
Oh, that's cool.
For her birthday. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon doesn't have to work today, so I'm going to put him into a little honey-do list and have him get some stuff done around here.
Yep. So.
Yeah, Joanne, they are locking us down, not completely, which to me it's stupid. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it really good. I think.
So
they should.
Your restaurants are all going to be like curbside pickup?
Yes. No inside dining or drinking at all. And but you can still some places even deliver now, and they used to not. But you could still get delivery. You could still pick it up. But they're very limited on especially when you have a restaurant full of staff. They're very limited on how many staff they can actually keep working, because like my son, he's a not really, well, he's prep chef, but he's also chef most of the time. So he actually got laid off for right now, because there's just a very few people that have been there forever, and they want to take up all the hours that they need somebody there. So
yeah.
What is Liz saying? Oh, Liz says we're still drinking in Tennessee. Come on down. And Joanne's in Tennessee too. For some reason, I was thinking Joanne was in Texas. I guess I'm wrong about that. Mike says I got to go on the box hunt. Sold a piece of art. I really need to find a regular source for these. Easter egg hunt. Huh.
Yeah, art is, it can be amazing or it can just be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But it's all hard to ship, it seems. Whether you got a sculpture or a painting or wood carving, almost all of it's fairly fragile. So you're like,
yeah,
gotta pack this good. And then it's all angular and stuff sticking out. Like you get a statue with somebody's hand out like this, and it's completely separate from the rest of the statues. How am I going to keep that from breaking off?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's that piece that he was talking about yesterday, the chalk art or whatever it's called.
Mm.
It has like I don't know how that is, but there was like 10 heads on this thing. And I don't know if like they can be removed from this backing, but there was like a backing, and then there was like 9 or 10 heads on that backing, it looked like, anyways. But that thing would be a freaking pain to ship. But I'm sure way worth it. He said he was maybe able to get like $375 out of it. So, oh, that's a good idea. Nashana says, I wrap artwork on the edges with sliced pooled noodles to protect the frames.
Yeah, that pink foam board insulation from Home Depot or Lowe's is pretty good.
Yeah.
Just cut it slightly bigger than the picture and then put little strips down the edges, but then you got to find a box for it to go in once you get it all wrapped up with the foam board. So I don't know. It's a pain.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've heard that the pool noodles work amazing on stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like all
Laurie
you do is
uses
just
them all
slit
the
it
time.
down the side and then push it over, you know.
Laurie always keeps extras of those in her shipping area.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good little trick.
I've come
Wow.
up with some creative things.
Liz says she's sold 11 on Facebook Marketplace over the week that she's shipping. She says they're waiving fees until the end of the year, and I was sleeping on shipping orders on Facebook until this month. Well, I've not heard that they're like waiving fees or anything like that on Facebook Marketplace. I thought that basically you just have them pay whatever whatever the item costs plus shipping, and that was it. I didn't think there was any fees. Suppose everybody's got to get theirs, huh? Kelly says I use pool noodles when I ship teapots.
I'm a little teapot, go for a swim. Dun, dun.
Well, I shipped those wood things out this morning, and I was thinking about putting them in a box. I had them completely wrapped in the big bubble wrap 3 times over, I think. And then I went ahead and wrapped it in that. I got some black saran wrap from Lori, and I wrapped it in that 3 or 4 times. And so, nobody could see what it is or anything. And then I, taped it all the way down and put a label on it. It was like 25 inches long. And then, the way that I wrapped it and everything, it was just kind of like cylindrical, so it ended up only being about $8 to ship it. But I was just kind of thinking, how am I gonna get this in a box, or what boxes do I need? I was actually thinking about doing a shoe box and then, kaleidoscoping that, but I was like, I don't want to do it. Let's do it the easy way. It'll still get there fine, I'm sure. It's going to Canada. Liz, Joanne says, yes, Facebook has no fees until January. Been doing okay, but I need to post more over. Liz says, vintage toys and Christmas are selling on Facebook for me, and has been a good outlet for that. Nashana says, then on anything that is breakable, I cut cardboard pieces to wrap on top and around. Instead of double boxing, I build a box around the item. Oh, that's a good idea too. I always put brown shipping paper to put around all sides.
Yeah, when I'm building a box and I've got pieces of box left over like this, I save them back, and then like if you got I even do it like on a video game. You set the video game on there and then turn it over like that, and then over like that.
Yeah.
And boom, you got a little your video games in there and put a tape on it and good to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hi there, Bill and David.
I mean, we've all got scrap cardboard, so that's not hard to do.
Yeah, I got a lot of little scrap pieces too. And I probably should have done something on the end of that. Or just put, I mean, it's completely wrapped in the big bubble wrap, and it's got that saran wrap stuff over it. And I see, whenever I was getting that from Lori, I thought, oh, this saran wrap is like a dark saran wrap, but it's not to where you can't see through it. But I got it, and you cannot see through that stuff. So I was happy about that, because I thought, oh, even if it's dark, people are going to still be able to see what you have, but it's not. She got a whole lot of that in those auctions that she gets her stuff from. She got I think 3 or 5 rolls of that stuff for $1 or something. It was super cheap. Bill says, just came, have you tried floating it with peanuts? The box is inside a box. Yeah, I do that sometimes too, but only on really breakable stuff. I float the box. That usually works pretty well. I think I've learned a lot, just by shipping. I've learned a lot of little tips and tricks that you can do to keep from having to do too much work on it, make it too hard to ship, and then you'll never want to ship anything that you have to make a box for or anything like that if you have a bad experience.
Yep. These jeans have been so easy. You just shove them in a padded flat rate and off they go. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, all my jeans I actually already have in padded flat rates. So that all I have to do is take it and close it up and put a label on it.
Yep.
Because I already know that I have padded flat rate on the shipping information. I already know how that's go.
That's the way Lonnie's got his stored in his shed. He's got some jeans in the cardboard mailers.
Yeah.
It saves maybe 30, 50 cents. But
well, I guess Lori's not going to come on. She's not feeling good today.
So I got a big auction this weekend. It's supposed to last Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's just tons of die-cast toys, tons of tools, tons of glass, ceramics, old clocks, old radios. This couple collected a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Knives, just hundreds of pocket knives. There's case knives, there's buck knives, there's, oh man. So I need to get this stuff I got the last couple of weeks listed and put away. I'm sitting there looking at nice Coach handbags. I haven't even had time to list them yet.
Nice.
Yeah, really good shape.
So how much you get that one for?
I got these for $2 a piece.
Woo!
It's a Dooney Burke. And I didn't know they made them out of like a faux leather, but I looked it up, and there's a bunch like these listed.
Yeah.
So I guess they did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the Dooney Burke labels and everything on the inside.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And it was a $1 million home garage sale. So I'm sure they're legit. Got this pair of Dan Post boots. I thought, yeah, Dan Post. Good brand.
Awesome.
So, and the uppers are really good shape. But then I got them home, looked on the bottom, and bum, bum, bum.
Oh, no.
It's through the sole on this right boot. So I'm like, well, crap.
Not worth patching or getting it fixed.
A resole on a pair of cowboy boots starts about $75.
Man.
I know, and that's just for like a half sole from here to the toe.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the boots are deserving of it because they're nice, smooth ostrich. But I'll probably just sell them like this and make sure people know about this. It's about 1.5 inches long, cut all the way through the sole leather.
Yeah, and then if they're looking for something that they can have repaired, maybe they know somebody that owes them something that does.
The left boot is not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's just sad, you think, pick those up. I probably looked at the left boot to check it for wear, and these are okay. And then bought them and get them home and look at the right boot and go, oh crap! I just cut the value probably down to 1/3 of what they were going to be worth.
Dahlia said that Dooney and Burke should have a serial number on the back of their interior tag.
Yeah, I looked. It does. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. There's the interior tag right there. And there's the serial number on it.
Oh, okay. You did find it.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's good.
It's got the rope to hang a key on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's all there. It's legit, I think. I'm going to call it legit. Of course, a customer can always say, oh, this is fake, and send it back.
Yeah, but they can say that anytime. You just need to do what you got to do to see if it's real or not. And then, if you come up with, yep, it looks good, then, it should be all good. But, eBay can say whatever.
But I've had maybe 20 Dooney and Burke bags the last 5 years, and that's the only one I've had that is not leather. It's all man-made.
Yeah. Well, some of them, they just, they go in with other people and, do a collab, and they make their stuff out of everything. Liz says, leopard print is hot. Get that sucker listed, Silver Hair. Heck yeah.
So, yeah, I got to get this stuff listed before I start bringing in stuff from that auction this weekend. Gwen was like, the auction lasts 3 days? I was like, well, she's got to work Friday anyway, so she won't miss me then. And then,
yeah.
So, I don't know whether I'll be able to drag her along on Saturday and Sunday or not. Probably not. She doesn't like sitting at auctions, especially if it's outside, where they have to do them outside now because of the COVID thing. which is fine. A lot of the stuff in this auction is going to be outside stuff anyway. They got cars, and tractor equipment out in the field, and it's just a big old farmhouse place that has. And the guy collected die-cast Texaco stuff and
that sounds like a lot of fun right there.
And well, some of that's not worth very much. And there's a couple of train set pieces. There's yeah, bunch of box NASCAR cars.
So how much money are you gonna spend?
I don't know.
Too much.
I've been pretty good the last several auctions about not buying stuff that I really don't think is just gonna be easy to ship and sell. Except for that coffee maker, that was a pain to ship.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Lashana says, I missed volunteering at my Bible thrift store yesterday. The hubby's boss has COVID, and so I do not go for 2 weeks. Tuesdays are my fun thrift days. And well, that sucks that you can't go volunteer. Yeah, they I mean, I don't think things are going to change too much around here as far as everything being shut down. Everybody's still going to find plenty to do, especially with the holidays coming up. You know, if anything, they'll walk around Walmart for 5 hours just to have something to do, you know. It's not going to be, I just don't see it, you know, being very, you know, taking the numbers down. I don't see it doing any of that. But we just do what we got to do, right? I've heard that there's a couple of other states that are thinking about shutting things down too. And of course, New York and the PA and California, they're already doing their shutdown things. Even though California is basically the same, going at it the same way as our governor, because they are doing no inside dining, no bars, but they're still allowing all retail to be open. See, I think that if you're going to cause one part of, you know, people's businesses to be ruined, you should make it fair. Oh, there's Fishing and Pick, and he says VA is rumored to shut down today at 2 p.m. You know, it's like here they're not even shutting everything down. They're not even making it essential. They're, you know, still allowing people to shop retail, which means that all anywhere that there's malls or strip malls or whatever, those are going to be open because they're part of that. So to me, it's stupid. Shauna says they're older than me, and I don't want to take a chance on infecting them. The oldest one is 93, and we're all volunteers. You guys love their pricing. They all do not know what is what. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I mean, I'm glad you're keeping them safe, though. That's very sweet of you. You know, but yeah, that would be a crazy honey hole right there, girl. Especially if they don't know what to price everything.
So I expect the price gouge reporter, some people just go on eBay and look for things that they can go on like a listing and say, this is price gouging because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so if you're selling anything like hand sanitizer or something like that, geez. Personally, I wouldn't do it right now, even if I found a deal on hand sanitizer, because things are going to tighten up again.
Yeah.
Shelves are starting to clear off here and there of things like toilet paper. And I'm like,
well, if you need hand sanitizer, I have like 16 to 20 gallon-sized hand sanitizers.
yeah, I don't even use this stuff.
I know. I just usually wash my hands.
Wash my hands. Well, I mean, the only time I would really need it is like at an outdoor auction where your hands are going to get dirty picking up and looking at stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. See, I can't sell it. I have all that, and I can't sell it on Facebook Marketplace. I can't sell it on eBay. They don't allow you to. They won't even let you go through the complete listing on those things. So yeah. So I don't know. Lashana says buy puzzles to flip. Mine all sold out on first lockdown. Yeah, I actually have a lot of puzzles that I need to list, but I still have to go through them. They're not sealed, and I have to count the pieces and all that. So I might just put them together.
Well, it sounds like your lockdown isn't as strict as the one in March was, because they wouldn't even let people. They would allow one person from per household into a store to shop for necessities for a while.
They're not doing any of that. And how are they going to? How are they going to? Keep people from doing that.
Well, it pretty much did in March, or maybe people just complied with it better. But I don't know. It was
Nobody did that here. Like, I understand that. I mean, they did put some rules in place, like, yeah, you can't, it should only be one person going shopping, instead of a whole family, or,
yeah.
I understand that, but how are they going to keep people from doing that? Because they're not going to have somebody standing outside saying, "Oh, are you guys together?" They're not going to do that. They're not going to police it. The police aren't even policing it. Hi, Shirley. Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, I got I probably got 15 puzzles, and they're older ones. They're not new puzzles.
Yeah. I went and got some Chinese takeout yesterday evening.
Oh, that sounds good.
And man, they are super complying with the COVID thing. They hand you your food through a little bitty hole in it.
Yeah.
It's not just a plexiglass little square in front of the cashier. I mean, it's all across the whole cashier counter.
Right.
It's just a hole that they reach their bags through and stuff.
And
then You used to go around the corner and pick up like the packets of soy sauce and hot mustard and stuff like that. No, they gotta hand give it to you now. So I'm like,
Yeah. Hey there,
that's
Tom.
they're behaving more strict. Those, of course.
Yeah.
Wonder if they got any flack for bringing the virus to Texas. I doubt it. They're local people. You know, their kids go to school here and stuff. So, but uh,
It sucks because our buffet, our Chinese buffet, was almost up and going just like regular, but now now they're not you're not able to eat in there anymore. It's only curbside pickup, and of course you're not getting all the food that you would usually get, with the buffet.
yeah. Well, our American food restaurant, they're just pretty much business as usual. They got the full buffet going. They just ask you to wear a mask when you're going down the line. And then we went to one last week.
Mm-hmm.
They had a buffet, but their only requirement was that we put the stuff on the plate for you.
Yeah,
You're not allowed to touch the utensils. So,
right.
uh,
I am fine with that. I think it's, they've kind of found a way around it.
yeah, they overfilled my plate like I usually do to myself. So that was
Well,
good. I was okay with it.
I mean, I do that too. Usually will stack stuff on top of other stuff.
You know,
And then I'm like, "Oh, look, I only got one plate."
yeah.
But it's like two plates worth of food.
I get to the end. I got a big heaping plate plus the big old salad plate. So I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
if I eat
That's so
all this, I'm
weird.
gonna explode. And because it's a buffet, you're not supposed to take it home with you. So you feel like, well, now I got to eat all this.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there and the last 10 bites, you're going, oh, I'm full. I can't hardly. Okay, I gotta eat this because I can't take it home.
Huh. Mr. Sadie says you have to wear a new plastic glove here when you get your food. Oh, I see. I haven't even heard of people doing that.
So they still allow you to go
That's
down
what it
their
sounds like.
buffet line, but they make you wear a plastic glove.
That's what it sounds like. See, here it's like you can't you can't touch the spoons at all. You have to have them. It's almost like there's a table in front of them, and then they're in the workers are in between the table and the buffet table. So you can't even get to the buffet at all.
So how about your movie theaters? Are they going to be open?
Closed. They've been closed since March.
They never reopened.
Nope.
Ours reopened, but they're limited capacity, and they tell people they got signs up: do not sit within so many seats of somebody else.
Uh oh, Valerie said, "Hey, Mr. Sadie, I'll be flying through your neck of the woods in December. Uh, Not sure. I've never been laid over in STL before."
St. Louis.
St. Louis? Is that where he's at? St. Louis? Carol says, "Troll alert, chick picker." You're awful, Bub Crack. Oh, you guys. That's where he's at in St. Louis, Missouri. And Shauna says this year when we were pulling up to pay for our panda food, the woman in front of us paid for us. We're now doing that to others. Paying forward feels really good. Yeah, that's awesome. That was really good. You know, I've really tried to step up on my tipping. I've become like an over tipper. And I used to be kind of cheap about that, but I'm like, you know, this is a hard time for everybody, and if I can over tip, I'm going to. And my son, he likes to get a rise out of people, so he'll like, you know, we'll have a bill for like $50 and he'll give him $100 bill, you know, that kind of thing. Because he likes to see their reaction.
Huh. So the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Pfizer vaccine is proven 95% effective.
Yeah.
So
are you getting it?
They're just seeking authorization for production now. I wonder, are they going to require that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's safe, but it is something new that you're putting in your body.
But it usually takes years.
Can't be any worse than a flu vaccine. Yeah, but the flu vaccine changes every year. You can't use the same one this year that you did last year. The strains of virus have changed. So
for sure.
I don't figure this would be any worse than the flu vaccination.
Somebody was saying yesterday that usually it gets taken to a different country and used there for a couple of years before it actually comes to the United States and we start using it here. Well, they're not doing that this time. They're just, you know, trying to get it out and get it going. But I see, and then, you know, we'll all grow a penis or something, you know, and then you know, something will happen, a third boob or something, you know, and it's just too scary.
I can see this scenario. Once there's enough production of it for everybody to have a shot, then I can see a Biden administration requiring that people get it. And I don't know that they could just totally require it, but they could do things like, okay, you can't board this airplane without your card proving you've had the shot.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? They can restrict stuff. You cannot enter this basketball gymnasium without your card proving you've had this shot.
Yeah.
You cannot watch this professional baseball game without proving. I can see that happening.
Especially because of Sally, a third wiener. I just want a bigger one. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's so basically
Fishing wouldn't know where to put it.
when when you're taking any kind of vaccine anyways, you're basically getting that whatever it is, you know, in this case COVID. So basically you're gonna, you know, you're taking a chance on getting it anyways. So I don't know. The only upside to it is that you can't get other people sick. So, or can you? You know, like, I don't really understand how that works because if you take the shots or whatever, and then if you get it, then you still have a risk of giving it to other people, I would think. How does that work?
Well, I don't think If it's 95% effective, you shouldn't be able to get it or become infected with it.
I
You
don't
could still
agree with that.
you could still come in contact with it, and
if I get a flu shot, I get the flu.
I don't know. I took the shingles vaccine,
Uh-huh.
and it's a 2-shot process. You take one shot, and then in a couple of months, you take the second dose. Well, that shot hurt like hell for 3 days after it was given. Felt like somebody hit me on my shoulder with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
For like 3 days, it wore off, and then it was fine. But yeah, if I'm willing to do that, I don't think I'd have a problem taking the COVID vaccination.
Yeah, like Kelly says, so if you're allergic to the shot, you're just like SOL. The shot says 5 years in other countries and 2 years in clinical studies here, and then it can be FDA approved is the normal time for new medical devices.
Yeah, but this has got emergency protocols. They're going to push it through. It's not going to go through the same processes. They're going to fast track it. It's not going to happen like the vaccines for AIDS took years and years and years to come out with those for those folks.
Yeah, Nashana says my hubby got a flu shot 2 years because they wanted him to. He was sick after every shot, so now he says no now. Yeah, that's if I get the flu vaccine, I'm sick. But I've gotten the pneumonia vaccine before, and I didn't get sick. So, it's just, it's enough to build antibodies, but even if it's enough to build antibodies, does that mean that you're not going to get it? I don't think so. Yeah, and Nashana says they have to go faster because the flu is not going to wait for FDA approval. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to just get it off the bat. I really don't. I want to see, if everybody else is gonna grow a dick or something on their forehead,
Oh God.
Shirley says, take my word for it. Like my mother said, world is going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah. People are going to start growing tits on their back.
I know.
You're imagining weird crap now. This is.
We get to open a new factory to make bras for backs.
we're being silly now. Oh, look, I got a nose on my elbow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know, Kelly. I really try to, I try to get, down and dirty a little bit still yet, and not be so, going and getting under the sanitizer, putting my hands under the sanitizer every time I walk outside, or, I try to be safe.
Well, I guarantee you at this auction this weekend, there'll only be maybe, small town Central America, only about 10% of the people will wear their mask.
Yeah.
I I take one, but I haven't been using it because nobody else is. So
Yeah.
if they're not going to protect me from their germs, I don't feel bad not protecting them from mine.
Right.
So I don't know. But down and dirty, that's always Sally likes it.
Oh, you guys are crazy. I still lick my fingers and count my money. That, I mean, it's just a habit. But I wear a mask everywhere because they require it. But it's yeah, the mask only protects you from spit. Like spittles coming at you.
How about your bank lobbies? Are they going to close the bank lobbies again?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Because our bank lobbies have been open for months now.
See,
when it was just the drive-through.
Yeah. See, ours were closed from March to like July, I think. June or July. And then they opened back up and they've been open, but I don't know. It's like so, like all over the place. Nobody knows what anybody's doing. They have like a little thing that says this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, and but they're not covering everything. Saying these people have to be closed and these can stay open. I'm assuming it's going to stay open because of the whole thing of retail being open, all the retail being open. So yeah. Oh, hopefully you get better, Tom. He's got a pinched nerve.
Yep.
I'm not answering that.
Man, I was at the post office yesterday waiting my turn in line, which almost never happens at my post office, but I had to sneeze and I was like, oh crap, what do I do? I forgot. I mean, in the instant you have to think about sneezing before you do, you're like, wait, COVID, what do I do?
Yeah.
And so I just turned my head and sneezed in my mask. I was like, well, I hope that was good enough. Nobody said anything.
No, they're just thinking it.
Okay.
God, we gotta get this guy out of here. He's gonna give us freaking COVID.
Sadie said, yeah, like your money would fit in the bank.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got the Bank of Todd with Mr. Remington, Mr. Browning guarding it.
Shauna says ours are open. We just have to stand on the dots as we move through the lobby. We have just learned a new hopscotch. Oh no. Beth says I had another encounter at the post office. Lady said I was cutting in line because my packages already had postage on them. All I have to do is put them on the counter. The line is always out the door. Oh gosh. Well, you just need to set her straight and say, if you have a problem with it, take it up with the teller or the service person.
That, how are you cutting in line? You stood in line with your packages to get to the counter.
Well, she takes them over to a side window that's closed. And then whenever they have time, they go and scan them or whatever and put them through.
Oh, I always stand there and wait while they scan them, get my receipt. But yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
I've got my own fleet of.
Alert.
I've got my own fleet of Wells Fargo trucks that pick up
Okay,
for me.
stop beeping at me. Sorry, it was going through my hearing aid, so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. It's too bad the biggest denominations are still $100 bills, you know.
So this is what it says. It says updated order requiring face masks and limited gatherings to save lives starts today. New limits on indoor residential gatherings, bars and restaurants open for outdoor dining and carry out only. Colleges and high schools must end in-person classes. For more info, see michigan.gov/coronavirus. So that's what it is. Right?
I always wonder what, you remember Breaking Bad, and they had that storage unit with a pallet of money stacked up like 4 feet high and 4 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
I always wondered what happened to that after they got through shooting the show. Did they just get in there, play money, and roll around, or did they auction it off or something? I mean, it looked real, like
Right.
the stacks of $100 bills. And you're like,
I feel for anybody that doesn't have porch pickup. I would hate to have to go to the post office every day. They don't like me there. They just, and I've never been mean or anything, but like there was this one lady that every time I brought something in, she's like, "Oh, this is an ounce off. You need to check your scale to make sure that you're giving the right postage so that you're not underpaying." And I'm like,
you tell her it's no skin off your nose. If it's overweight, then I'll get a charge back from.
Right. I told her I usually overpay because I usually put a couple more ounces on it. If it's especially if it's kind of heavy.
What is she, the post office police? No, I mean, I've had my postmaster ask me, or say things like, some people will use post office packaging for personal use. And I was like, yeah, I've actually seen flat rate mailers for sale at estate sales and garage sales.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was.
Yeah,
I don't do that. He said, I know you get a lot of boxes because I see them go through here, but I said, no, I only use them to ship properly.
I've seen packages, what is it? Boxes of like padded flat rates at Goodwill before,
really?
and they were selling them. I was like, huh, ain't that something?
I wonder.
I was gonna say something, but I was like,
if the USPS had some secret police force that could come out and
I don't know.
down for doing that. I don't know. Or give you a fine? Could they fine you? I don't know. What's the penalty for being caught doing that?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to use the USPS from your address anymore? I don't know. What would they do to you?
Oh man.
I can't imagine any, I've never heard of anybody. Is it mail fraud? I've heard of people getting in trouble for mail fraud, but
yeah,
I've never heard of anybody getting in trouble for misusing USPS packaging.
Right.
Or we're going to lock you away for 6 months in the pokey.
Technically, I could because one of my mail totes, I have jewelry in it. But it's just because I haven't got through it to put it into something else. But if anybody from the post office is watching this, it's gonna get done. I'm not gonna continue using it for my jewelry. I promise.
Yeah, I think I got like a large flat rate box. I got a whole box of like Lego pieces.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's the only illegal stuff I've ever done. It's just,
I mean,
every once in a while you go, oh, it would fit great in a large flat rate box. I think I'll use that.
Especially because maybe they will kill you because we never hear about package fraud.
Yeah, maybe people just show up dead in some
nobody to tell the stories.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The goon squad that comes around and gives people COVID if you misuse the USPS boxes. Oh, Lord.
Well, you guys, it's 10 o'clock here, my time.
Yep. I got to get cracking. Right. I got 8 packages going out. Whoop, whoop.
Holy moly. I only had the one, but that was not for me. I'm good with that. I just got to get more today.
I'm going to get that juicer packed.
You guys have a good day. I'm going to shut her down. We will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to be having a show, but somebody will. I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll be here tomorrow, but I won't Friday. I'll be at that auction.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Love
right.
you, bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Keep an eye on the reseller squad because I'll let you know whose channel it'll be on. If it's not on mine. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Todd, for being here.
Yeah.